there's a big enough difference between culture jamming, trying to make a point, and straight up trolling.
You mentioned Kanye put you on the phone with T.I. and some other people. What's your relationship with Kanye? Because I know one time y'all were going to do a business with each other, and then that just fizzled out.
Yeah, I was under so much pressure. It was actually insane to say horrific things about Kanye when all that stuff started going down. Was it 2 years ago now? And
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I bet there was people high up coming with checks saying all you got to say is no more Kanye and we will give you this check. And she's like, hell no.
The truth is my relationship with Kanye began long before I ever even met Kanye. I really do credit the creation of like my spirit and my character with listening to his music and having the courage to step out of the bounds of what people say that you are allowed to be. And like his song Power, I played that so many times when I got into politics, just realizing that I was going to take a lot of bullets. People were going to say a lot of things about me, but really the power is within me to just not care. And that is why I think that a lot of people don't understand like what Kanye means, I think, to the Black community. And that's what.
Fair enough. And I mean, I was never a huge hip hop fan in general, but definitely as far as music shaping my childhood, I was right there.
And that is why I think that a lot of people don't understand like what Kanye means, I think, to the Black community. And that's why the media couldn't take him down, because the media didn't create Kanye. That's the truth. They didn't create him. I will forever defend what Kanye has meant to so many people who grew up on his music and listen to his music, like just knowing that you have it within yourself and you have the power within yourself to be something.
Anything's possible!
He's obviously still creating music, still loved very much. Do I agree with everything that Kanye does? No. I don't even think Kanye agrees with all the stuff that Kanye does.
He performs a lot.
He
performs a lot. He throws you under the bus when he needs to, though. Like,
me?
Yeah, it feels like
about
that.
Me?
Is that accurate? What did Kanye do that threw Candace under the bus? Because remember, they had the White Lives Matter shirts at, what was it, the Met Gala or something like that? And obviously they're not like buddy, but she just spoke pretty highly. I don't think there's been anything.
It just feels like he's quick to distance himself from you at certain points.
I think that a lot of
projection, maybe?
What do you mean by that, I guess?
I think that was a little bit of projection. I don't know what else it could be. Because like she's completely caught off guard. She's like, I have no idea. Do you have an example of what you're talking about?
What do you mean?
It sounds like straight up projection. That like, oh yeah, I'm happy to have you here now because I'm getting views on the Breakfast Club. But as soon as you leave, I'm gonna go back to Biden saying, well, you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Come on, man.
I think about one moment in particular when everybody got mad at him.
Oh God, Charlamagne, don't walk yourself into another Larry Elder moment. Don't walk yourself. Speaking of you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Remember when Larry Elder was here, and Charlamagne asked him, "Did you ever have I forget the term that he used, but it was like a black eye check moment."
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
And he was like, "No, but I thought you would have when Biden came in here and told you that you weren't black." And it was like, I hope he's not going to do the same thing.
What do you mean by that, I guess?
I think about one moment in particular when everybody got mad at him. It was, I don't know if it was something you designed. It was the Blexit shirts or something, and you said he designed them, and he was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, so I think that actually time has been good with that situation because I couldn't say a lot, and people thought that I was like lying. Like, Candace lied. First off, I never said that Kanye designed the t-shirts, ever. I said that he designed the logo, and Kanye did design the logo.
Oh,
he had helped us, like, I have photos of it. Like, but at that time, Kanye was going through a lot personally.
I got a lot going on in my life right now.
And I just didn't think, I just decided that I was just going to be the bigger person. I could have clarified it in the media, but I just allowed everyone to call me a liar because, like I said, I'm like a fiercely loyal person. And because I knew of a lot of stuff that was going on personally with him, I just didn't want to add to the avalanche, of people criticizing him. But again, I never had said that Kanye designed the t-shirts, but he did help us with the logo.
And why troll people? Like when y'all wore the White Lives Matter shirts?
No, because white lives do matter. And the point wasn't to troll people; it was actually to make a statement,
And again, that very quick. Like, why are you going to troll people? First of all, trolling people can be fun. Trolling people can be good. Trolling people can have a cultural impact. But second of all, that wasn't a troll. It was definitely culture jamming. But there's a big enough difference between culture jamming, trying to make a point and straight up trolling.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference.
Shout out to Dylan Soup. Welcome to the party. So my brain autofilled what you were saying from Larry Elder to Larry David. Silly brain. Yeah, not quite the same. We also got Trey Williams in the building. Welcome to the party. Said he threw her under the bus with slavery was a choice. And he said he got that from her teaching, not his own mind. Okay. I mean, as far as where Charlamagne's coming from, that would be fair enough if this is what he's talking about. But I think that's a fair statement from Kanye, and I think I didn't hear about this specifically, so I mean I could be talking out my ass. But it seems like Candace would be okay with the notion that you're putting yourself in slave, something around there. You know what I mean? That because I think she even talks about it here. I mean, facts. Welcome to the party, guys.
No, because white lives do matter. And the point wasn't to troll people. It was actually to make a statement. And that's that first off, Kanye was behind that, but he's an artist. And there's a point that he's always making it with.
I have a really good feeling about this.
You don't think he did this to troll. Like, that seems very beneath him. I'm just doing this to troll.
I don't know. Dame Dash is the guy, and Dame Dash even said that's what he does. He trolls. But it's obvious he trolls.
I didn't consider that as trolling. I definitely don't think that he would have put trolling as a part of his fashion show. He takes his fashion pretty seriously.
That's another fantastic point.
I am serious.
And I know we're splitting hairs with the culture jamming and trolling, but I think it is an important distinction because she's right. He don't play. He don't play like that. He takes himself maybe a little bit too seriously. And so I think it was not about trolling people. I think it was about sending the message that this narrative that you've been shown, you're eating it up so easily that all you have to do is flip it around, and it freaks you the fuck out because you don't. It just scrambles your brain and gives you cognitive dissonance.
I'm freaking out, man.
Whether or not you care about white people or this or that or the other, that wasn't the point. The point was to realize how powerful this one phrase can be.
Because he's the type of person that will say one thing in private and then publicly do a whole about face on it.
He's done it with you?
Oh yeah,
really?
A bunch of times.
On what topic? Because I've never stuff that he says that he believes. I've never seen him flip on a topic like. No,
I've seen him flip quite often
on his positions.
And I'm certainly not defending Kanye like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any connection to Kanye like that. I do think that he was definitely canceled unfairly, but he was also a little out there and gets people a little worried. Trey said Larry Elder did have his wake up N-word moment the very next week when he came crying to the RNC about not letting him in the debate. You think that is that a color thing, or is that because I mean I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who was white, but I don't know. I'll give it to you. I'm not gonna argue it. I don't know if I agree, but I'm not gonna argue it. Fair enough. So if you want the hard truth, it's better to die free than live as a slave. And yet, what are we doing as modern people? Living as slaves of the machine, all because we refuse to see the chains and fetters. Yeah, and that's kind of where my mind was when when Trey was saying this, that if it is the case that that when, what did you say here? Yeah, that when he said that he got it from Candace Owens, he was saying that he was referencing Candace talking about this. I don't think that I don't think that Candace would be like, yeah, I don't believe this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We're split on that. Let's split on that.
Flip on a topic like.
No, I've seen him flip quite often.
On his positions?
Yes, absolutely.
That's interesting.
Absolutely.
Like, because I've also seen Charlamagne just say things. So this moment kind of seems like he was assuming that she was going to come back with a story. And then when she didn't, it was like, oh yeah, well, no, I mean, I've seen it before. Like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Where it seems like he was just going to feed her this idea of throwing her under the bus and then she was going to go off. And then she didn't. And he's like, oh, well, yeah. That's just my vibe. That's just the vibe I'm getting. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.